Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to T3 Gaming. Alright, we got a Farming Simulator 25 going on. What I'm going to do, I've been messing around with it. This is becoming a very good favorite game of mine, so hopefully this music's not too loud. I haven't really figured out how to turn it off in the system. I tried all the volume knobs, but anyway, I think it would go away once I get into the game. But anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to start a new mission here. It's going to be the Judith Plains, Montana 4X. So this is going to be day 0. I'm basically going to be showing you how to set it up and get all the mods that you really need for this. So let's go ahead and jump into downloadable content. Alright, so this is where you can get, this is the mod hub where you can get all the mods that you need. Just go down and search for anything you need. But if you want to see the ones that I already have, I have installed already. You want to make sure these are check marked. So that if they're not check marked, that means they're not going to be included into your game that you start. Okay, now I'm going to be doing Montana. Okay, so let's go back up here. Just where the DLC's at. Thought they would have DLCs in here. It'll be in the game. When you get into the game, it will have the DLCs. It should be down here someplace. I got the New Frontier. I got. Where is Montana? Right here, right in front of my face. Judith Plains, Montana. So I'm going to show you where you can download this at. Okay, so I'm going to be popping in and out of here. Let's go ahead. This is the website you're going to go to. It's just type in JD Modern or DJ Modern, and it will show you. Just make sure when you click download that you're actually downloading the game, because they put a lot of tricks in there. So I already got it downloaded, but go ahead and do the download. But you're going to come all the way down here, and you're going to see the mods that it conflicts with, and it's going to show you the mods that you're going to need, required mods. More productions possible, more animal husbandries. I got both those. I got precision farming. I think I get the butcher mod too. But you're definitely going to want to get those. Those should be in the mod hub. If they're not, you just click on them. You can download them. I'm pretty sure they're in the mod hub. I could be wrong, but if they're not, you can just get them from this site and download them. And I'll show you where it's going to pop up at. Alright, now if you go to documents, it should pop up in documents somewhere in here, or it could be in your download somewhere in here. But either way, it's going to already download it. So once you find it, just going to right click, and you're going to right click, and you're going to cut. I'm not going to do that now. I don't want to cut that. And make sure it's zipped. Okay, it should be already zipped. Don't unzip it. So make sure that you cut that, and you're going to go down into the downloads. No documents, my bad. And you're going to click on My Games. You're going to find your Farming Simulator. So you're going to double click that. And you're going to go down to Mods. Double click that. Once you do that, there should be a paste button up here. Okay. You're supposed to find an open spot, and then you can right click and paste. But there should be a paste button here. Well, my bad. It's not showing the paste up here, the paste button, because I didn't cut none. If I would have cut something, there'll be a paste button there. So we're not gonna. So once you cut it, there'll be a paste button. You just click the paste button, and it will show up right there. And then you go in, and your mod will be there as it is. Now during my play, I will be adding more mods, so you'll be able to see exactly how I do. But that's pretty simple forward. There is a good video out there that goes step by step and show you how to do that. That's how I learned how to do it. So. Alright, so we're going to get that. Make sure you get that. It's a 4X, so it's an excellent map to be playing on. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump back in here. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we got here. Now I did get the flatbed trailer, so I can have some flatbed trailers. I got some additional fill types. A lot of the stuff I probably won't be using for a while. Easy development controls. You're going to want to get that so you can reset your money. This is how you do your survival quests, and you can buy a chainsaw and then zero everything out. You can do that with this. So now this game doesn't give you many contracts, so I get additional contracts, and I also got a contract boost, which doesn't. Now I do get a little bit more money, But the reason why I got that wasn't for that. It was so it could increase the amount of contracts that show, which would be up to 50. So that's why I got that. There's my precision farming that I had. Got the shovel in case I want to do something really crazy. Sell everything's important. You want to get that one. That should be in the mod hub. Most of these are going to be in the mod hub here, so just search for it down here and you can get it. That way you can sell things, but you have to own land to be able to use that. So I got myself a lawnmower, the John Deere lawnmower set there. So auto load once I get that going. I get the camo tent, so I don't want to build a house right away. So we're going to be sleeping here to change days and stuff. And there's another lawnmower set I got. Contract boost, that's the one I was telling you about. Refresh contracts, another one. Say I did all the ones that I wanted to do, like the deadwood, do all the chainsaw, and there's no more. Refresh it and bring back some more. Okay. And this is the chainsaw, the lumberjack. You sell some chainsaws there, wheelbarrows. The more production's possible, 120. That came with the animal husbandries. This was the required for the map that we downloaded. Okay, so there we go on that. So let's go ahead and jump in here. We're going to go ahead and hit the escape. Let's jump into career. Now, like I said, I've been playing this game now for about a couple months. It's been playing, feeling it out. So I'm not a professional, but I'm getting pretty good at it. Decent at it. I mean, that's why I have this is my test. If I want to do something before I try to get real good at it before I do it, but I'll go ahead and test. But we're going to go ahead and open up a completely new one here. Okay, so we're going to hit that continue. Now, when you upload that Judith Plains Montana 4X, it's going to be up here. That's where it should be. Okay, there's my Montana 4X. Okay, we're going to want to start from scratch. Okay, right there from start from scratch. Going to lower that down to 100,000. Can't zero that out yet. That's why we have the tools there that I showed you. We don't want no loan, so we're going to zero that out. I get it on hard. Now, remember, I do have a little bit of boost, so I get a little extra. That's why I get it on hard. So you can't, there's no starting farm, and there's going to be no guided tour. You can't do that on the riverbed. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. Alright, so these are our DLCs and mods. Make sure they're all selected, they're all green. Sometimes they'll be black. You want to click it, make sure it's green. Alright, so make sure we got everything in here that we want. And we do. The easy development tools, that's what I was talking about. Keep forget that name. Okay, so let's go ahead and we are going to let's go ahead and start it because I wanted to I think I already put the name on it, so we'll see. I think I do that inside the game. Yeah, see, my game say so. I haven't had a chance to put the name in there, but we'll go ahead and get in there. Takes a little while for this thing to load. I don't know why. I got a good computer, so it just takes a while. Like I said, this is day 0. I haven't started day 1. We're not going to do anything today. I'm just basically doing the setup. I'll show you how, because a lot of people, even I was confused for a while until I finally figured it out. If you start from scratch at $0, how do you have a chainsaw? You gotta buy the chainsaw, you know. But then I figured it out, so that's what we're going to show you, so you don't have to go through that same problem I do. Alright, so we're at 100%. Now we're going to wait for that start button to come up. Alrighty, almost there. Come on. Now, if you get a new mod, you should back all the way out and come back into it. Just to make sure. Okay, there we go. Hit that start button. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and change that name. We're going to go ahead and put T3. what I go by on my channel. So, okay, so we'll change that. What in the world? Are you kidding me? Am I doing something wrong here? Okay, maybe I have to, okay. Now, I don't know why it's doing that, because I've changed the name 100 times, and I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and mess around with it. So I'm going to keep that the same way. Okay, so let's go ahead and go here. And now we're going to go into the settings. That still bothered me why I couldn't get that name changed. I've changed it 25 times from that name to another name. Okay, so let's go ahead and here we go, my saved game. So we're going to go ahead and put Judith Plains. I got authorized my hand, so that's why I type so slow. Judith Plains Quest. Okay, so that's what we're going to have here. Alright, so auto save 15 minutes. I don't mind that. Now, here's the deal with a lot of people today, and I'm sure a lot of people can disagree with who've been playing this game a lot longer than I. I'm going to lower this to 1x, and there's a reason why I do that. Okay, real time. Say if you do 5x and you do a Deadwood and it's an hour, you only really get 10 minutes to do that. And let's say I get some equipment where maybe I want to sell the wood. If I go off and start doing stuff like that, I come back and my contract expires, I lose out. Okay, and I lose money if I do that too. So you can never go back, but you can always go forward. Okay, what I mean by that is I can never get my time back, but if I'm going slow, I can always go forward if I need to. Okay, and now if let's say I got what I want done today, and I have nothing to do, and I need to get to the next day, I can go to sleep, wake up, and come up the next day, or I can increase this to 5x, 10x, 24x, 240x, and watch the time go fast until the next day. So you can do that. I like the real time, and also down here we get the seasonal growth here. I want the full effect here, but we're gonna go because, like I said, I can always go myself for. I'm gonna go 7 days equals 1 month. Okay, because remember I do this on video, and sometimes I may not get on here every day. So that's why I do that. Fixed visual month is off. So set whether a specific month should always be visible. Now we don't need to do that. Snow is, I'm going to turn this off. No, I'll leave it on because I think we're starting. The thing about the snow is when you're doing contract work. So I'm going to turn that off right now because we will eventually use AI. I had the problem using AI, but starting off we're not. But once we start building an empire, I'm going to need workers. That's just the way it is. You're going to need workers to do it. Now I'm going to start off doing anything myself to get good at it. But when I start doing contracts, bigger contracts, when I own the stuff, that's the rules I have. I want to own the equipment before I get to do the contract. Okay, that's kind of the one thing I want to do. Helps me gather money. And then we're going to come up with a little bit of a plan before we leave here today too. So, and we'll get to that map. All right, so seasonal growth, 7 days. Okay, snow, we're going to turn the snow off. Okay, periodic plowing required. Whether or not you need to plow the fields periodically to keep yield high. Yeah, we're going to turn that. Like I said, I want the full effect. Disaster enabled, vehicle control, dirt normal. Yeah, we're going to keep that. Trailer fill limit. Trailers can only be filled until the max allowed weight is reached. Yeah, you can have that on. Fuel usage normal, and then we get the AI workers. We're gonna want that additional contracts. Okay, max build, realistic spread pattern. Okay, so that's good. Then we get general settings. I'm not gonna go too deep. If I need them, I will do them. Colorblind mode, don't need that. We're not colorblind. A lot of green colors that, so if you're colorblind, you can turn that on. It should help you out a little bit. Dollars, obviously I'm from the United States, so we're going to be doing dollars, miles, Fahrenheit, and acres. Okay. Radio, I don't get the radio on. Vehicle only, always. Camera. Reset vehicle. Camera. Remembers the camera position from each vehicle. Okay. Indoor camera suspension. If I need anything, if I figure out if I need any of these, I will. Okay. Controls, graphics, and stuff. I'm not going to get into all that if we don't need it. And price, and this is your contracts here. So, like I said, it's going to take a little while for it to fill up. Once I start doing it, like the Deadwood. Okay. These are new. You got fertilized. I can't do these until I buy a tractor. I want to buy that tractor right there. It's like $35,000. But the first thing we're going to do is buy land. That's the first thing we got to do. Okay, special contract. And what's that? That's a loaded, delivered. And so we're going to try not to borrow items. We want to buy our own. And eventually, I'm not sure if I can even do this, but I want to own as much equipment as I can. And I'm sure there's a mod out there to do that. And I'll look it up, see if I can. But, for passive income, I want to rent out the equipment if I can. I'm pretty sure you can. You can do pretty much anything in this game. So we'll see. Spraying, stone picking, tender grass, dry the mow grass. Okay. So let's go here and refresh these contracts. You're not going to see this unless you upload the mod for refreshing contracts. And now I'm going to be looking for Deadwood. Okay. Eventually we'll get it. Stone tedder. Fertilizing. Bill collect. Here we go. Deadwood. So now, once we start getting that, we'll just keep refreshing until we get our Deadwood. And it's very easy. We come down here. We're going to cut down 8 trees. Now, eventually, once I see, they want to borrow the item there. That's $320. I'm going to use a chainsaw. Now, eventually, I'm going to buy a pickup and a trailer. Actually, I haven't decided if I'm just going to do just a pickup starting off because it's going to be cheaper. I'll buy the heavy-duty truck with the flatbed on it. I haven't decided yet. We'll figure that out. And when I cut down a tree, I'll chop it up, fill up and go down to the sawmill and sell it. But you got to do that before you cut the last tree down. You cut that last tree down, and your contract ends. You don't get to sell it because they'll let you sell it. Now that's why I have it on real times, so you don't run out because you get 1 hour. Just in case it takes more than 1 hour. But if I have it set to 5x, that means I have 10 minutes to do all this, and that's not going to happen. But I could easily double, triple, quadruple my money by selling that wood. So that's just another way. But we're going to be doing a lot of these deadwoods. I'll probably have to do like 30 or 40 of these contracts just to get enough to buy the land. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in there and take a look at the map. Okay. Now this is a big map, okay? What makes it big is some of these, I'm telling you, some of these plots. Which one did I get? I think it was this one right here. I got 61. It paid $186,000 to cultivate it. I think it took like 2.5 hours to do it. And obviously I'm not going to do that in a video because that'd just be too long of a video. My videos would be kind of long when I start doing my days. But 2-3 hours, that's a little crazy. But especially just sitting there watching. Now, when I'm first starting off, I'll be doing my own work. I won't use the AI, but once I start wanting to do 3 or 4 jobs at a time, then I'll start using the AIs. But I'll be looking for small ones where I can get done in 30, 40 minutes, stuff like that. And if it pays well, that's the thing. Okay, so now we have a lot of stuff going on. We'll be paying attention a lot down here. So it's called the Montana Hay. I'm going to try to remember where it's at. I think it's over... Yeah, Montana Hay Company. We'll be going there a lot. And then, again, we're going to be going to the sawmill. I think that's where's the sawmill at? Should show sawmill someplace here. You're right here. So we'll be going to that sawmill. Is that another one over here? No, copper tree. We'll be going there to sell our wood, okay? Now, the cheapest plot now that I've found, I didn't click on all these, but right here is 140. It's 43,000. So if we go visit, I'm going to go ahead and do the Shift P. Is going to give me the overview here. Now, what I don't like is they don't let me move it like that, so I have to kind of use my W and my A and S. But this right here, this little... Now, if I go down, I can probably find myself. Here we go. See, that's where I am right there. So right here, this is going to be my land. Okay, now I'm going to buy this. Now I'm probably going to put a little tent here just so I can change my days if I need to. But eventually, like I said, I have hardcore construction going on, so we buy the permit factories. I think it's enter demolition mode. It's not it. We have to get... Oh, sheds. What am I doing? Silo constructibles. Here we go. Now, these I got to build manually. That's what I want to do, build manually. I can build the house, nice house, sheds, garage, and I have to bring the stuff over. Now, you may not save much if I have to buy it retail, but when I start producing my own stuff, and then I can get good savings and stuff. So this is kind of the principle here. But we're going to be looking at getting this so I can eventually, like I said, I want to get a passive income. And I think the best way to get a passive income, besides buying plots of land and doing that, I might look into paving this, keep a little grass, and then start parking some vehicles and see if I can rent. Maybe there's a mod where I can rent them out. If not, I'll just put a little shed here or something and do something with it so I can park some vehicles here. That's what I want to do. So I may pave all this, put a cabin here just so I can sleep and get rid of the tent or whatever. So we're not sure, but I do know we're going to concentrate on buying this plot right here. Okay, that's just going to be the one. We're going to do it by... Go ahead and hit that escape by doing these deadwood contracts. That's 1,800. It's going to take a lot to add up. And once I do it, and but they go quick. You just got to know how to find them. That's it. Once you learn how to use the chainsaw and stuff, that's why I have the practice account where I go in there and I don't look like too much of an idiot trying to learn. I'm not master of everything in this game. I just kind of learn as I go, and I've learned enough to where I can try to stay ahead of the beginner. That's basically what I'm doing here. Okay, so we're going to be now. If you don't do this, they're going to give you a penalty for per tree that you don't get. So hopefully you don't get that expired. All right, so we're going to deal with that. That's going to be the episode here, day 0. I showed you how to get everything set up, and we will. And these are the other ones that DJ Martin had right here. There's another one they got coming out here too. It's called Kansas 16. It's going to be a bigger map, and what that is just bigger plots. But they have, I guess, a Gage, Kentucky. That's in the works right now. It might be ready by now, but it's supposed to be better than this. But either way, I'm going to stick to this. Another thing I wanted to do, is get this set up. So let's go ahead and buy ourselves. Okay, let's go ahead and jump in here. Go down here to the vehicle shop. What is going on? Are you kidding me? Okay, visit. There we go. We'll hit that P. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to search for chainsaw. Okay. No matches found. That's funny. No matches found, but here it is right there. Category chainsaws. I bet you, let me type chainsaws in. I know they can't be that damn picky. Chain saws. No matching found. What a joke. Alright, so let's jump in here. We're going to get this. I think it's still. I think that's how you pronounce that. I like that one. So what we're going to do is we are going to buy this one. Purchase it for $1,000. This is how you do it. You get your $100,000 start money. Okay, so I got that. We're going to go ahead and pop out. And I'm going to hit 2 a couple times, and there you go. There's my chainsaw. I hit the right click button. See how I get the right click button? I can turn it each way by sliding it. And then you hit the left button to exit. Okay. Alright, so we're going to put that back in. Alright, so that's how we're going to do that. So you hit the toggle that. Okay. Now, I don't know why I keep doing that, but let's go ahead and get back in here. And we are going to hit the F10 button. This is that that one thing I was telling you about, the everything console. This is how you can zero everything else. So we want to set our money to 0. And then we'll hit that enter key. Farm count balance is now 0. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead. Our balance is 0. So now we got ourselves a chainsaw, and that's all we want. And that's how you do that. So now we're going to start with 0. So basically, I just plop myself here into this map with the chainsaw, and we're going to get to work on this deadwood. So when I do my day 1, we're going to come after all these deadwoods, and we'll get as many as we can. We want to get that 43,000 so we can buy that land. That's our first major goal, is to buy that land, and then we'll start getting things to earn money. Maybe we'll get a lawnmower, cut the grass, sell the grass, and then sell everything, sell everything there to help us out, and all kinds of things we can do. So we'll start from that. Okay, so that's going to be a kind of a quick video for you just to get us started. But I will be putting out that day 1 today. That's why this is kind of short. But day 1, who knows? I want to try my best to get the land purchased on day 1, but it might take a couple of days. So we'll see how long the video takes. Alrighty, so I hope you all enjoy this. Please give me a like and a subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated. You all have a good day.